Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on Wonder Woman 1984. And for this video, I'll be breaking down the post-credit scene for this film. And also towards the end of the video, I will be giving you guys my pick on who I think the main villain should be for the third movie of the trilogy. So obviously, for those who haven't seen Wonder Woman 1984, then spoiler alert. And also, if you guys would have noticed, I purposefully put a non-spoiler thumbnail for this video, just in case some of you guys who haven't watched the film just scroll across the video and see it. So just for that, I put a non-spoiler thumbnail for you guys. But yeah, as I said, spoiler alert if you guys have not seen this film, because I will be going over major spoilers since I'll literally be talking about parts that we saw in the film. So yeah, before I go over anything, if you haven't seen the film, be sure to click off the video right now. Okay, so I was lucky enough to see Wonder Woman 1984 a lot earlier than most people due to the fact that the film came out a week early from the region that I'm from. And I quite enjoyed the film. I thought it was a pretty good take on a different type of a superhero film. And they have tried to do something new which we haven't seen before, where they display these like hopeful, heartwarming and heroic messages across the film over the classic good guy versus bad guy and being action packed. And Wonder Woman 1984, with the messages that it conveys, certainly does make an audience feel in a certain way for a superhero movie, which I really liked. But while seeing the movie, there was obviously a very interesting post-credit scene at the end, which does lead to obviously the next film. But before I go over anything, however, you guys don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, so you are aware of more DC content coming your way. So during the post-credit scene, we cut to this woman, camera facing her back, so we don't really get to see who it is at first glance, but she's walking across the street until, as far as I remember, it's a lamppost that falls down, and while that was falling on someone, we see this mysterious woman catch the lamppost. Now, I thought this had something to do with like setting up the new villain at start, but it doesn't. Instead, we get like a bigger WTF moment. Now, as she turns around, we see it's freaking Linda Carter herself, which was a very great cameo, and she obviously was the original actress as Diana Prince, aka Wonder Woman herself. As for those who didn't know, Linda Carter used to play Wonder Woman back in 1975, I believe so, in her Wonder Woman series. And for those who would know her in Supergirl, you'd know her over there as well as like the alien president. But then I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Does this have something to do with like the multiverse or something like that? But no. This mysterious woman reveals herself as Asteria, who was obviously an Amazonian warrior of Themyscira, and she was actually the original person who wore that Kingdom Come golden flight armor. So if you guys remember, during the movie we had this like flashback scene when Diana like tied Steve with the lasso, and then it explains like the origin of this armor, and we had this Amazonian defending against a whole army, supposedly sacrificing herself. So when Zeus created Themyscira, Asteria stays behind and she held the attacks of mankind so the Amazons could flee to their new home. And as we found out, when Diana left the island, she searched for Asteria, but she could only find the golden armor. And as we saw on our screens, she is very much alive. And when we see this mysterious woman face the camera, she says, "I've been doing this for a long time." So this appearance is to obviously set up Asteria teaming up with Wonder Woman for the third film, and she will most likely play this like mentor role or something like that to Diana, and it would just be really goddamn sick seeing these two actors on the screen together, because obviously both of them used to play Wonder Woman, and just seeing them together, it would just be really cool. And obviously with Linda Carter being the OG one and with her being like the mentor, I think that would be a really great addition to these films. And it would also be really cool if we get like a plot twist or something where she like ends up being a villain. Highly doubt that would happen, but in regards to the villain, who do I think should be the main villain for the third movie? Well, I think it would be great if we have Cersei become the main villain for the third film. Not only because is she so goddamn powerful, but I think she is good enough to challenge two of our strongest Amazonians as well. So who is Cersei in the first place? Well, from what I know so far, Cersei is an extremely old enchantress in which she has this awkward desire into turning humans into animals they resemble. And I think they refer to as like bestiamorphs or something like that. Now, Cersei is from this island called Aia, and this was where she became proficient with like sorcery and her magic. And due to how obsessed she was with her desires into turning humans into animals, as well as how obsessed she was with her magic and stuff, Queen Hippolyta banishes her off from Aia and sent her to this island called Sorsa. Now, obviously, when being banished and imprisoned somewhere against your will, you obviously know how it's going to turn out. You're not going to be too pleased. So when Cersei escapes, she finds out that Queen Hippolyta had a daughter called Diana. And it was actually said that Diana, if left to live, would wind up being her undoing. And this is where the rivalry with Diana and Cersei first starts. Now, in regards to like the superpowers she has, Cersei has quite a lot of powers, and this is because she just has like complete control of her sorcery. So she can do stuff such as like resurrecting the dead, she can make illusions, she can turn humans into animals referred to as bestiamorphs. She can transform objects into whatever she wants. She can mind control. She can have these like magical blasts and shields. She can teleport and just many, many more. So yeah, she is pretty damn overpowered, which is why I think she is actually a worthy enough villain in facing off two very powerful Amazons. But yeah, this is who I think would be the main villain, and also I hope that I've explained the post-credit scene pretty clear. And yeah, this is pretty much it for this video. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys think about all of this. And I will see you guys in my next video.